How you doing? Welcome to beachinvesting.com. I'm your host, Andrei Angelkovsky, and thanks for showing up and listening to this video. Today we will be talking about goals and expectations. So I get asked quite often from people that I know, but more specifically people that I don't even know or barely know. They ask me, Andrei, just send me some great deals. Or, let's go take a look at some great deals that you come across. I don't even know these people. And it's funny because I don't even know what a great deal looks like to them. If they told me what a great deal looks like to them, then I probably can find it for them. But if I've never met them, and I've never even spoken to them, and they just ask me to send them great deals, there's one of two things. One, they think I can read their mind, or two, they really trust me and they don't even know me. So it's kind of weird, but anyways, I've never really met anyone or there's never been one or two clients that have had the same goals and expectations. So everyone's different. Everyone has different goals and expectations. Everyone's got their own different criteria. So just because I think a specific property is a great deal in my opinion, or just because your Uncle Joe says that you should be buying or considering that house because he thinks back in 20 years ago, if you would have bought something like that today it would have been this much, or he just thinks that he's the expert and you should listen to him. But maybe that's his dream or his goals. You shouldn't be living someone else's dream or living someone else's goals just because they say it's what you should do. What are your goals? What are your dreams, your expectations? Because if you're going to be living someone else's goals, someone else's dreams, or you might want to call them nightmares, depending on how you want to look at it, I'd really challenge you to find out what your goals and dreams are. Let's get to know each other first, building a relationship. Not only just with me, but with your team of experts, your team of professional real estate contacts. It could be your lawyer, it could be your accountant, your insurance broker, your mortgage broker, your realtor, your contractors. All of these people, every single one of them, have an important place on your team. Each and every one of them. Don't try to be every one of them, because you'll just run yourself to stress land. There's a reason why each of them plays an important role. Utilize them. Build a relationship with them. The most important point I want to emphasize in this episode is for you to build a good relationship with your team. What I want to ask you, the viewers, is what is your 5-year plan? Do you plan on buying one property? Do you plan on buying 10 properties? What do you want in terms of monthly cash flow? Or is cash flow even relevant to you? You might be looking for something that has more appreciation than cash flow. Well, tell your team that. You have to plan for this. Do you have any experience in investing in real estate? Because if you don't, well, maybe you'll need more time and more patience to go through things versus just jumping right in. And every time I'm bringing any one of these points right now to the table, I want you to be asking yourself why. So if I'm asking you, do you want more cash flow, monthly cash flow, or do you want more appreciation? And if you might be saying, oh, you know what, I want both. I want a ton of cash flow and I want a fantastic appreciation. But why do you want those? Other than the obvious BS reason of, I want to be rich. It's not about just being rich. What is it? Why do you really want to do this? Do you want to do it because you want to have supplemental income? Do you want to quit your job? Do you want to have financial security in 5 years, 10 years from now? Do you want to leave a legacy for your kids, for your grandkids? Or do you just want sort of like a retirement fund versus contributing to your RSPs or your company pension plan? What are your intentions? Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to invest in real estate? What are your goals and expectations? Have you established a team of real estate contacts yet? Have you built a relationship with any of them yet? What is your criteria for a property? Do you want to invest in a single family home? Do you want to invest in a duplex, a triplex, a mixed commercial and residential property? Do you want to be a flipper? So, what does your schedule look like? Do you have a family? Do you have time for this? Do you want a property manager to manage your property? Or are you going to be doing it? What is your timeline? Do you want one ASAP? Do you want one in 6 months, a year? Do you want a good quality one? Do you want a hands-on property where you want to be hands-on? Do you want one that you're going to be hands-off? So these are all such relevant questions. And did you hear that I didn't even mention about price yet? Because price is irrelevant. It really is. People think, oh, what's the price? What's the price? It's not important. That's not even on the list that I even talked to you about. Price is the last thing we should be talking about. It's really what you want that is what's important. Price, that comes after. That's when we start diving into the nitty-gritty details. So, if I can get one point across to you, is build a relationship with your team. Building strong relationships with your team is probably the most important thing that you can do for yourself. For yourself and for your team and for your future. Because if you can build that team will take you a lot farther than you trying to make a quick buck from the next real estate deal. Okay? So my question to you is, what is your #1 goal for this year? I would like you to post it below this video. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, have a great day and happy investing.